Hello, welcome back everyone. Today we're going to jump into our expressions and equation unit. So we are now done with percents. You guys just finished your final project. And we are going to start today with combining like terms. You have seen this in 6th grade, but we're going to review the combining like terms piece. So hopefully this feels like review today. And we are going to add to it on Monday with combining like terms with negatives. Okay? So this is note 22, combining like terms. Combining okay. In this unit, we are going to look at expressions. So we're going to start by defining what an expression is. And an expression is a collection of numbers, variables, operations, and symbols, and the biggest indicator of an expression is that it does not, let me zoom this in, is that it does not have an equal sign. Okay, so I'm going to write an expression below. I'm going to skip a line and I will go ahead and write it kind of large. So we have 2x plus 5y plus 3x plus 6. And using this expression, we're going to just define a few terms. So I'm going to take 4 different colors. The first term that we are going to define is going to be actually the word term. Your term is parts of an expression combined by operations. And when I say operations, I mean like your plus and minus, okay? So plus or minus signs. And so if we take a look at this expression, I'm going to actually underline all of my terms. So these are all our terms. So for example, I'm going to say 2x is a term, 5y is a term, 3x is a term, and 6 is a term. Within the term phrase, we also talk about a like term. And like terms are terms that have the same variable raised to the same power. For the most part this year, we are going to see variables to a power of 1. So we won't see too many where you have x to the power of 2 or x to the power of 3. In this expression here, do we have any like terms? We do have a set of like terms. There is a like term to 2x. Take a guess what that like term is. The like term is 3x. They both have the variable x. Okay, going off of that, we're going to define our next word, and our next word is actually variable. And we've seen this, talked about this before. Variable is a letter used to represent a number. Okay, I'm going to box the variables in the expression here. So if we take a look at my expression, my variables, I have a variable x, I have the variable y, and then the variable x. Along with that, we have the word coefficient. So you'll notice that we have numbers in front of our variables. Those are called your coefficient. And again, you've seen all of these terms before in 6th grade, so hopefully they're not brand new. It seems pretty familiar. So your coefficient is a number multiplied to a variable. So in our expression here, I will box in green my coefficient. 2, 5, and 3 are my coefficients. Is 6 a coefficient? No, 6 is not a coefficient because your coefficient has to be multiplied to a variable. So it actually does not have a variable next to it. So we call 6 is our constant, is what we will call it. Okay, and it makes sense that it's the constant. It's a number. That number doesn't change. It's not connected to a variable, which will change. So your constant is number that has no variables. And that would be 6. So I'm going to box 6 in my purple. Okay, these colors look all kind of similar on camera, but this should be blue, green, and purple. Okay, let's continue. The next word that we're going to put in is going to be standard form. And so this one I am going to see, we'll put in orange, is standard form. And standard form is a way that we organize our algebraic expressions. So when something is in standard form, the terms, right, the pieces connected by those operations are alphabetical, and constant is last. Okay, so let's simplify one of these. So I'm going to give you an example. So let's say I have the expression 3x plus 2y plus 2x plus y plus 5. The first thing I want you guys to do is to always combine your, rewrite it so your like terms are next to each other. So I'm going to start from left to right. So I have 3x. Is there a like term to 3x? Is there another term that also has the variable x? So I'm going to scan through it. Yes, there is. And that operation is plus. So I'm going to do 3x plus 2x and write the next term down, plus 2y. Is there another term with the variable y? Then go through, yes, plus y. And my last term is plus 5. I'm going to combine my like terms. When I combine it, again, I like to go step by step. I want to see that you all are also doing it step by step as well. I have 5x, 3x plus 2x is 5x, plus 2y plus y. If I don't have a coefficient, this is the same as saying it's 1y. So 2y plus 1y is 3y plus 5. And I want to double check to make sure it's in standard form. In the alphabet, x does come before y, so this is alphabetical. My constant is last. I have no more like terms, so that is my final answer. Okay, I'm going to give you all another one. So for example, let's say you have 3b plus 4a plus b plus 2a plus 6. Sorry, That's a little hard to see. It went off camera there. Pause the video, combine your like terms, simplify it, combine like terms, simplify, same thing, and then come back to the video when you are done. Okay, I'm gonna start with 4A just because I know that will come first in the alphabet. Then I'm gonna scan, see if there's any other like terms, any other terms with the variable A, and I do have one here. So I'm gonna write plus 2A, and then I'm gonna write 3B plus 3B, scan, and I have another B plus B, and then my last term is plus 6. 4A plus 2A is 6A. 3B plus B is 4B plus 6. So that is it. Okay, for homework today, you have a worksheet. After you are done with this video, you're done with notes, Mrs. Marshall will stamp you in your notebook, check you off to make sure your notes are complete, and then you will get your worksheet and your homework for today.